it sucks to have to go through this, but I guess it's just something that some people choose to go through. I'm choosing to stick through it and go through it, and it is dealing with a like distant slash not really emotional like significant other. Like they don't text or call you a lot. They don't really initiate like, oh, let's go on dates, or I want to see you, or I want to talk to you, or I miss you. Like in the beginning, yes, they did that, but like as the relationship like progressed, it just stopped. And you feel like you have to initiate everything, you have to put your foot forward to do everything, or else like nothing will happen. You guys will never see each other. And I'm doing that currently right now. And yes, it does suck, and yes, it does get annoying, but here are a few tips that I've come up with that help me survive being in this type of relationship. And the first tip is going to be, do not take it personally. Some people just aren't really emotional people. They don't really think normally. Either something's happened to them that has made them a non-emotional person, or they're just not emotional at all. With my boyfriend, he's just not emotional. That's just the way he is. Like, I thought it was me at first. I was like, maybe it's something that I did, and I started getting around his family members, and when they started complaining, he never texts me, he never calls me. His own mother, was like, he never texts me, he never calls me. I always have to initiate everything. And so, like, I just didn't take it personally. Like, I was like, this is just the way he is. And it does suck, yes, because everybody in his family does complain about it, but nothing seems to change. You are going to feel a little like you're being annoying when you're constantly texting and calling them. You're always initiating everything. And then this is where tip number 2 comes into play. It's become a little distant yourself. If they don't want to text you and they don't want to take the time out of their day to just send you like a quick Snapchat, or just like a I miss you text, or I love you text, or hey, I'm thinking about you text, or leave you a voicemail or something, don't take the time out of your day to do it. It sounds mean and it sounds selfish, but when you distance yourself, it makes them realize like, hey, maybe I should step up my game a little bit and put a little bit more effort into it. And I talked to my boyfriend about it. I said, hey, I feel like I'm really annoying. I feel like I'm always having to initiate everything, and I feel like you're not putting enough effort in. I'm putting in all the effort. And he was like, I'm sorry that's happened. He was like, I will try to put more effort in. And I see very minimal effort being put in, but I'm seeing more effort than I was in recently, in the past. But just distance yourself from them, because if they want to distance themselves from you, you do the same thing back, and they're going to realize, hey, if I don't change my ways, I'm going to lose this person. And if they care about you enough, they will change. My boyfriend, we had this, it was like 3 months into dating, we had this really big argument. Because we were friends for 5 months before we started dating. So we had already caught that, I need you in my life, and I love you thing. And I told him, I was like, do you love me? And his response put realization in my head. He was like, yes, I love you, but I just don't know how to show you that I love you. And it's still hard, sometimes I'll go 2-3 weeks without texting him. And everything that happens, he has to initiate it. So make sure that you take a step back sometimes, and you realize, hey, if you don't want to put effort in, that's fine. I don't want to put any effort in. The next thing is to require change, not for yourself, but tell them, require them to change. Be like, hey, look, I feel like I'm the one putting all the effort in. I feel like you're not putting any effort in, and if things don't change, then I don't know what to tell you. They have to make a change if this relationship is going to work, because people piss me off with this. They're like, a relationship is 50%, 50%, everybody gets, 50%, 50%. No, that's a little crap. Like, I give 100% to this relationship and you give 100% to this relationship. Like, so no one feels like they're not getting enough. And when you're in a relationship where someone is distant and not emotional, you feel like you're only getting 50% when you're giving them 100%. And it makes you feel like, why am I not good enough for your 100%? Like, and then you want to take away, you want to start giving them less and less. But like, if you're like me, and you're like, I really love you, I really care about you, like, I've never met anyone like you before in my entire life. I feel like a lot of people say that. I never met anyone like that in my entire life. But like, literally for me, I'm like dead but serious. Like, I've never met a person like him in my entire life. Like, as selfless, as kind, as patient and understanding as him. But it's my septum piercing. Okay, I didn't just like pick my nose. It's my septum piercing. It keeps like moving, and it's annoying. It's like tickling some stuff in there. But you don't wanna lose that, and you just have to tell them, look, I feel like I deserve 100%, and you're not giving me 100%. And if that does not change, then I'll find somebody who's willing to give me their 100% and will be thankful and will show me that they're thankful for me giving my 100%. And then the fourth tip, this is the biggest one that you have to do, you have to think about it. Think about it down the line, if they haven't, changed, and, if they don't, even if you become a little distant and they still don't text you or call you, think about how it's going to be down the line, a year from now, and you're still constantly begging them for their attention. Like, that's not okay. Like, I've even thought about it. I'm like, what am I gonna do if 2-3 years down the line and he's still like this? Like, what am I supposed to do? Think about it. Be selfish for a second. Think about how it's gonna affect you personally and how it's gonna make you feel personally. Because you don't want to end up, with someone, you wake up with them 10 years later and you roll over and you realize, like, all this time you could have been giving your 100% to someone else and you've wasted 10-20 years of your life. You have to be a little selfish when it comes to a relationship, even though relationships are selfless. If that person isn't treating you the way you feel like you deserve to be treated, but don't be a prima donna, okay? Don't be clingy. Like, this video is not for clingy and needy people. So like, just like, go watch something else if you're watching this right now. If you've already gone through all the tips, like, forget what I just said. This is not for clingy and needy people. This is for people who just want someone to think about them throughout the day and to let them know that they're being thought about throughout the day. And just people who feel like they're not being appreciated enough when they're giving their 100% and you're only getting 50%. So this video was a little sad and depressing, I know, but I hope that this helped out some of you who are in the same relationship, like, not in the same relationship, but like, your relationship has the same aspects of like my relationship, like the same problems as my relationship. But I hope this has helped you out a little bit, and remember, at the end of the day, you do have to think about you. So that is it. My videos are getting a little bit longer because I like to take a little bit more personal time. There's a clock right here that none of you can see. It's going on like 10 minutes. But I'm like holding the clock. I'm holding the clock. But I will talk to you guys later. Leave comments down below. Please subscribe to my Instagram, my YouTube channel, my Twitter. Follow me on Snapchat. Ask me any questions that you have, any relationship things or any personal things, makeup, fashion. I'm getting really into fashion. I am actually updating my whole wardrobe. I've already bought, I've replaced half of it with things that I like, and I just need to replace the other half of it. So that's what I've been doing for the past 2 years, is just replacing items in my wardrobe. So I think the next video will be something fashion. So peace, love, happiness, guys. And I will see you on the next video. Bye.